Well, hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a great day today. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. If you wouldn't mind hitting that subscribe button, I would so appreciate it. Now today, I'm gonna show you one of my all-time favorite comfort foods. Now, I just recently kind of revamped this recipe after a few different variations, and I think I nailed it. So today, we're gonna be making home-style chicken and noodles in the crock pot. It's gonna take some supermarket shortcuts. It is so good, you guys. Just wait until you see how easy it is and how delicious it looks. I can't wait to show you, so let's get cooking. You're gonna need 1.5 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken thighs or chicken breasts. I like the thighs better. I don't think they dry out like the breasts do. You're gonna need 2 cans of cream of chicken, 1 stick of butter, and some chicken broth. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm just putting all my pieces of chicken on the bottom of my crock pot. If you want, you can use a liner, one of those bag liners. And then I'm just putting the first can of the chicken soup in. And then now I'm just putting in the second can. You don't have to be precise, just dump it in there. Okay, now we're gonna add 2 full cans of the chicken broth. That way you don't have to even dirty a measuring cup. Now I took the butter and I put it in slices and I'm just placing it on top of the mixture. You don't have to be precise about that either. Just basically throw it in there. And now I'm using 1.5 teaspoons of poultry seasoning. Just sprinkle that in there. And now we are gonna put the lid on and cook it for 5 to 6 hours. Mine was done at 5 hours. And then once it's done, you're gonna see it just basically falls apart. Now you don't need to shred it finely at all. Just break up the big pieces because after a couple more hours, it's all gonna be shredded up completely on its own. So you don't even have to take it out of the crock pot. Just take some tongs and just kind of break it up a little bit, just like I did. And now I'm adding 1/2 cup of frozen carrots and peas. Now that's optional, but I think it gives a little extra flavor, makes it colorful. And now I'm adding a tablespoon of dried parsley. And now these are Ream's frozen egg noodles. They're a lot heartier and thicker cut than the kind you get on the grocery store shelf. And they're in 12-ounce bags. And so you're gonna need 24 ounces or 2 of the bags. Now, if you cannot find those, you can use regular noodles, but it's only gonna take probably a half an hour for the noodles to cook instead of 2 hours. So just place those in with your chicken mixture, and we're just gonna stir. Give it a good stir, make sure everything's nice and combined. And then we're gonna put the lid back on and we're gonna cook it on low for 2 more hours. And this is what you have. It gets the noodles really thicken it up. And it just is really good. And see how finely shredded the chicken got? Perfectly on its own. So there you go. Okay, you guys, you know what time it is. Time for me to try a bite. Oh my gosh, look at this. It is super hot. I just took it out of the crock pot. So I'm gonna try hard not to burn my mouth. Now you guys, I like mine pretty thick, but like I said, you can add as much of the chicken broth after it's done cooking to thin it out however you like. If you like it more soupy, just add an extra 1/2 cup of chicken broth. It's really good, you guys. Now, I don't like my food overly salted. To me, it's salty enough. But if you want to add some extra salt, some pepper, go right ahead. You can totally customize that. But mine, I think, is perfect. It just has a hint of those vegetables in there, and that was just mostly to give it some color. And don't worry about shredding the chicken up too much, because once it's all cooked, it's totally just gonna like shred by itself, basically. So I hope you guys are gonna give this a try. I really think you're gonna like it, especially on a really cold night. And if you do give it a try, please let me know. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, and we will see you guys on the next episode. Bye, everybody.